Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up? Happy Friday, y'all. What up, Mal? What up, Plastic? Happy Friday, guys. Hope you guys have had a dope week. Let's change up the playlist today, dude. I want to listen to something different. What do we want to listen to, guys? What are we listening to today? I'm done for the semester I'm done for the semester for college. Yo, congrats. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. How long is your break? I love everything, man. I listen to all types of stuff. You would be surprised, probably. I just gravitate towards hip hop because it's like my home in music. Yo, Bamboozled, happy Friday. How we doing? Okay, my fault. My fault. The homies are hitting me up. I need all the help I can get. Matt, what up, y'all? What up? Happy Friday. All right, I was taking music recommendations before I got distracted. What are we listening to? They are close. They are definitely MX. They are Browns. MX 1A Browns, actually. Uh, All right, hang on. Let me focus. I can't focus today, guys. We're gonna do. I'm gonna let Spotify rock. Let's see what Spotify got for us. I don't know what any of this is. Where the playlist at? R&B? Chill mix? Do we do a chill mix? Let's do a chill mix. I don't know what this is. We're gonna try this out. Look at the song recommended. Oh, I missed that. Sorry. Night in Tunisia. Ratchet Hood Bangers. Let me. Yeah, I'll go ahead and play this, and then we can let it rock. I see Sam Smith. There we go. All right, we'll let this rock, and then we'll figure it out. Yeah, guys, today's gonna be a very scuffed build experience. My first EC build. I'm going into this pretty blind. I did some legwork to spare you guys a bunch of pain. Yo, Ray, what up? Turn up the volume. Crank it up. There we go. And those are facts. Hannn, shout out to Hannn. If you guys don't know who Hannn is, Hannn makes EC housings, right? Great price points, great quality, super nice dude, very knowledgeable. Yeah, definitely plug him. I'll plug his Discord. So this is the most recent run he did, which is the Pro2K, which is a housing for the HHKB Pro 2, and the one before that was the H2H. I had an H2H, I loved it. The owner wanted it back. The owner sold it to me at a great price, and they hit me up like they were missing it bad. So I felt bad, and I gave it back to him. Is it not loud enough? Oh shit! There we go. We're gonna crank it. Hopefully I don't blow out eardrums. You still got the urge for a key cult, bro? Hey, listen. Do what makes you happy. Life is too short not to, right? All right, we'll let this rock, and then I'll do a type test. Usually I start with the type test, but we're feeling the vibes, right? Why does it say Sam Smith? What the fuck? Did it just help compose it? All right, never mind. Okay, let's show off the board first today. The only 200 mm are 850 this weekend. Yeah, I mean, if it's an old key colt, it's gonna be pricey, dude. Just because that's what people paid. People paid more than that during the peak of the hobby, right? So, people are trying to recoup. Okay, let's pull this out. So we got an extra raw top. We got our aluminum plate. That's a thickens plate. Are these 1.6 millimeter plates? Is that gonna work with my shit? I don't know. We'll figure it out. All of our hardware and our feet. We got the controller that makes that ensures compatibility, I guess, with the case for HHKB Pro 2 OEM PCBs. So I guess we'll figure out how to use this. I did take apart the other one, so maybe it's pretty close in experience. And let's pull out the housing. They've been sitting though. I'm gonna send out $500 offers. Probably shoot your shot. Shoot your shot, dude. Want to trade? Want to trade 500 buckaroos? Oh, my fault. I got this up real quick. Let me pull up OBS Studio. Okay, so here we go. So this is the Pro2K. Rocking a PC top, and then the silver bottom. It's aluminum bottom PC top. Super clean style to the board. No frills. And then what makes these cool is that you can actually remove the tops. They're magnetic tops. So you can easily swap them out for the other ones. If there's other ones you want. We'll probably rock the PC today just to start with and then see where it goes. Okay. Like I mentioned, I have no idea what I'm doing on this one. I got the PC Hannn, but excited to scoop up more tops and plates with R3. Yeah, for real, dude. For real. I gotta get the... I'm gonna join R3 for the H2H for sure. Just because I've been on the EC kick. So earlier today, while I was watching Valk stream the 930, shout out to Pickle and Valk, I started taking apart my real force. So I took apart a real force. I harvested all the housings. That was a fucking pain in the ass, but we got all of our housings. We got our stab housings, the 2U housings or whatever. And then I took apart the Pro 2 that I have, the spare Pro 2. I have mine, and then I have a spare one I got for this build. And that wasn't too bad. So I guess what I got to figure out is how we're going to use this dude with the plate. Because this is already modded, so this is already pre-lubed. The stabs are pre-lubed. I'm pretty sure I can reuse the stabs in the housings for the real force, right? Topper just too much work for me. It's a lot of work. I'm hoping this shortcuts it because everybody's like, dude, it takes forever otherwise. And at least I'm not doing it like from scratch. This is all ready to go. The only thing I might do is add some silencing rings, but honestly, it sounded good without it. It was already lubed and it sounded pretty fire. So I don't know. I'm gonna need to commission you to build my internals for the next issue because I can't be asked, dude. Let's see how this one goes, right? Let's see how this one goes. I don't know if you're gonna want to commission me after you see me fuck this up. So let's hold our horses and please reserve judgment. Spoke too soon. Watch it all just fall apart, dude. Right before your eyes. Okay, so we got that. So, okay, I guess step one is I should probably put the housings on the new plate. Right? Housings plus maybe silencing rings? Or do I let it rock? I'm gonna let it rock because I actually like it unsilenced. Maybe the H2H I'll do silenced. Because I've had these forever. I think I bought these a year ago. Like my first keyboard purchase was to mod my Pro 2 and I just never did it because I was scared. We're gonna brave that today. Okay, so I'll put these in. I will pop in the HHKB Pro 2 OEM sliders into these housings. And then I guess we just seat it on top of the PCB and then screw everything in. Does that sound right? You're running number 2 rings? How do you like it? These are number 3 because that was the one everybody was recommending. Okay, let's find a new playlist. Dude, here, we're gonna play Teddy Swims today. We're gonna change it up. I'll turn it down a little bit too. Play some vibes. Topra hobby actually inducing fear in grown men. Dude, no, it's real, bro. All I've done is MX builds. And the other thing is, you know, the Topra and EC enthusiasts, they're a special group of people, bro. They're hardcore as fuck. Like if they know I'm doing this, they're probably gonna hate me for doing this, right? Like the fact that I'm modifying an OEM board, and not only that, I had to sacrifice 2 OEM boards for this. That pisses a lot of people off. So I really don't want to fuck it up. You know what I mean? It's really good shit slaps. A special kind of hot sauce. Yo. Shots fired. Hey, we're all on the spectrum. That's my firm belief. Okay, that makes sense. Bam. And then I know Toe struggled with this. I don't know if he's gonna be here today, but he built his Pro 2, and okay. What gram domes are we cooking on today? So these are the OEM. I gotta look it up. I don't even remember what they are. Are they 55 for Pro 2s? I don't remember what they are. What are OEM domes? I think they are 45, but they break into like 55, right? It's a bad question? Why is it a bad question? I do have a bunch of domes. I mean, I bought a Dynapack, not a Dynapack, a Dynacap set for this build initially because I was like, oh, I'll just do a Dynacap build. And I've also got some Deskies, the Tiffany's, and I think they're the carrot ones, the orange ones. I can't remember what those ones are. So I did have options, but I'm like, I already like the Pro 2 so much as it is. Let's just try a full OEM build, see how that rocks, and then if not, we can always rebuild it, right? We can rebuild it later. You got OEM 2013 domes in your Pro 2. Nice. Scuff DC build, let's go. What up, Chris? Yo, dude, you already know what we're in for today. You already know what we're in for today. Okay. Dude, I don't even remember how these are supposed to be oriented. I'm guessing this way with the N on the bottom because that's readable. And maybe the best thing to do is go straight down into it. Already about to break shit. We need to get those Texas T-domes. What are those? Fede, what up, dude? Happy Saturday. All right, bro, let me look this up. Before I fuck this up. I don't even know which way these are supposed to go in. Oh, you know what? Hector has a sick-ass blog post about this that he did that I was looking at, so I should probably start there. I'm going to share a link to this for anybody that's interested. Hector's a homie. He's really experienced with EC builds, and he's been working on a blog. So, yeah, if you guys need tips, peep this out. Okay. The holes go on the sides. That makes sense. I guess does it matter which way they're oriented? Let me look at the picture. They look the same. All right, we're gonna try this. Sneak box product, Astro. Oh, the Astrodomes. Yeah, I've heard really good things about Astrodomes. When I do a Dynacap build, I'll probably try those out. up into real quick. So the Texas tea are 500 gram, bro. Holy shit. Those are meme ones. I mean, people do tend to prefer heavier domes on these, right? I've seen a lot of people go like 70, 90. 500 is wild. That's a fucking finger workout. I don't think my fingies can take that, dude. I'm not built like that. A lot of EC OGs dabble between 80 and 150. Yeah, makes sense. So my original plan, even before this plan, dude, where are all these letters? Are these letters important? Oh, these are the actual keys. Does that fucking matter? Does anyone care? Does that matter? Yeah, it is for bodybuilders, dude. Fucking extreme finger muscles. Bro, I'm gonna fuck this up. So I should lube the housings though, right? That's a thing. Yes. Okay, I'll grab my lube pen so I can do that. Everything else is already lubed. I think the sliders are lubed, the domes are lubed. The springs aren't lubed because they're gold springs or whatever, so they don't need to be lubed. Fuck it. We'll let it rock, and then if we have to fix it, we'll fix it. No, my luck, these are all going to be like upside down. Did anybody catch Valk's stream? The 930 sounded crazy with ABS. I kind of wish I built it with ABS. ABS mocked my builds. No, shit. 100% agree. Pickles, he actually said that's his favorite sounding one before he did it. And I was actually planning on doing another build and doing sound tests for it, but I didn't have time. But yeah, I want to hear the ABS build with DCS caps because it sounded hella good with DCS. Yeah, I just did reds on aluminum. Figured that was a good baseline. And Pickle is changing, just subtly changing the O-ring post so that it should work with bigger O-rings, like Graveshift O-rings, thicker O-rings, I should say. So it should sound even better. Because I made that same change on the CCRE and it changed the hell out of it. It sounded so much better. Valk doesn't do DCS builds. I don't blame him. I wasn't a big DCS fan for a long time until it started hitting on certain boards, and I was like, okay, now I totally see the appeal. Totally see the appeal. Now I'm in for DCS. Only DCS I owned was Reaper and Deadbeats. ABS DCS I thought wasn't my tea, but then I got in on the green gold DCS goodbye, and so I gave it another go. I had Reaper too, and I hated it. On everything I tried, I didn't like it. It just made everything like a weird deeper pitch. I don't know. I think 9009 is ABS too. And correct me if I'm wrong. But I like that a lot on the builds I've been using it on. Yeah, I think now I'm in like 3 different DCS group buys. DCS orange on beige, which is coming soon. Excited for that one. Olivetti and solarized green. I sent Traveler my 360C to try out because he's been looking at getting one. And he threw DCS on that, and it sounds crazy. Like, I thought it already sounded great with GMK, but it sounds way better with DCS. Definitely board specific, yeah, but fire when it works. I really like DCS on tactiles and long poles. Yeah, so Trav had sent me his Marisi Sesanta Cinque. I'm going to say it right for once. And it was built with DCS on browns, and it sounded crazy. I think it pairs really well with tactiles. I wonder how it sounds on clickies. I feel like the same rule would apply. Orange on beige is a smart pickup. Yeah, dude, that set is awesome looking. Waiting for orange alert now. Or classic orange. I'm hella curious to see how the swag, I forget what they're called, the swag DCS equivalent is going to turn out. Because I'm already really digging Swag Keys ABS sets. Or the standard ABS sets, I should say. Especially nowadays, dude, everything's so fucking expensive. So if I can get like 95% of the performance of GMK at a quarter of the price, why not? And they're not fucking around on colorways. Like, all the colorways I've seen have been really sick. Matt, did you try out your your swag beige yet? You're 100% right, dude. It's hard to argue with them, right? Like, GMK is great. Quality's awesome. I mean, it has gone down, right, over time. Especially with like the UV printing and all that stuff not looking great anymore. And the warp spacebar thing is a fucking pain in the ass. I have so many sets with the warp spacebars. So, you know, competition is good. Hopefully it shakes up the game. Hopefully it drives down some of their pricing. Because as it stands, like, I don't, you know, outside of wanting to target those niche enthusiasts, I don't see why designers would continue to stick with GMK when the margins are so low. Not that they're high on like the other sets, but they're at least better. It's a lot of work to design and run a set, you know? So if there's not really a good return on it for you, you're eventually gonna burn out just doing it for the love of the game. Best case scenario, third party company makes spacebars that go complementary with swag and KKB that sound 1-to-1 like GMK spacebars with KKB swag colors. Yeah. I mean, you could always just use GMK spacebars if you can find color matching ones or close enough. Not really a problem for beige sets, I guess. And I mean, I feel like they're just going to get better with time. I mean, they're already this good and they just started coming out, right? They've already identified enhancements to the spacebar. So definitely curious to see how they continue to grow. Oh, those are for this. No shit, those are the stat ones. I think it's a good time to be a consumer in the hobby, right? Where it's been like pretty prohibitive in terms of pricing across the board. Now, like the budget game is crazy. You can get so many good budget boards like that sound good, that have good build quality, for a fraction of the price that you're paying for like these, you know, group buy boards that are coming from the bigger vendors. I don't think the hobby's dying. I just think it's different, right? Because I've heard people say it's dying, and maybe in a way it is, like the traditional model is dying. Well, I don't think that's a bad thing. Change can be good. All right, let's get these dudes. Hopefully these work here. No. Dose. New people in the hobby really can't eat good right now if they wanted, but a lot of new guys also getting red pilled into having a solid 5 boards worth 3K to 6K. Yeah, now I think about it, all hobbies probably have a dark side to it. There's always going to be that aspect of it, right? Because a part of this hobby is collecting. It really, I mean, that's the cool thing about it. It's up to you how you want to enjoy it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with not buying high-end boards, right? And not spending that kind of money. You've probably heard my perspective on this. I don't think any board is worth over $1,000, right? Like, it has to be really special to you personally. But from like a sound or a design perspective, they're not anything different than you're going to get at half that price, a quarter of that price. But some people like collecting rare stuff, like Pokemon cards, right? Like, or watches or whatever. A watch is a watch. You can find a really nice watch that's built really well for like a couple $100, or you could go buy a Rolex or whatever else, right? Like if you really want, because it's rare and there's that level of hype or clout to it. All right, I don't know how the fuck you take these out. Can you take out stabs? I don't want to break it. Or do I just reuse these housings as is? Let me see. Those are not them. Here we go. Yeah, this looks like this will just work in here. Oh, these just come out. Okay, so these aren't integrated. Nice. So I can just straight up swap these out. One. Two. For anybody that's curious, so like HHKB or OEM HHKBs are integrated plates, which is why you have to harvest the housings. For anybody that's a noob, I didn't know that until I started prepping for this board. But that's also why they have a really nice type feel compared to boards that use aluminum. But I will say, like Real Force, the Real Force R2 has an aluminum plate or a metal plate. I don't know. I think it's aluminum, and it feels good. Like it doesn't feel much stiffer. It only becomes bad when that elitism starts showing in your mannerisms, like who you hang out, choose to talk to, don't talk to because of what they might or might not have. Yeah, I 100% see that in the hobby, dude. I try my very best to not be that way in our community. you can be really dogmatic and become really opinionated really quickly, right? Like in any hobby, and it shuts you off to being open-minded to experiencing new things. And that's kind of like why I wanted to, when I first got in the hobby, they call it speedrunning. I wanted to see if like what were these boards worth the hype. So I was chasing down those boards. I sold most of them because my finding was like they're just really not that. You know what I mean? There's a couple of them that mean something to me that have a sentimental value or whatever for me that made them more attractive, but like they don't comprise my entire collection. Most of my collection is pretty chill. You know, I can get with people collecting, but not fucking with others for not going about the hobby the same way I feel is corny. 100%. You shouldn't shit on anybody, and it's something as subjective as a customization hobby, because that's the root of it, right? It's the root of this hobby is customizing a board to sound however you want it to sound, to feel however you want it to feel. Hence why there's thousands and thousands of switches out there, or keycaps out there, or colors out there, or keyboard types out there for you, right? It formats. Like, to shit on somebody because they like something you don't like is wild to me. You know, there's room for all of us. Hey Nana, welcome. Happy Friday to you. I'm new to the hobby and I was kind of shitted on for buying many boards fast, but like you can't really try them unless you buy them. No, it's 100% true. And you know, I don't even understand that mentality, right? Because there is that. Like, I've heard that many times. Oh, speedrunners in the hobby, they fuck speedrunners, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, why do you care how I'm enjoying the hobby? What does it matter to you? What does it take away from your enjoyment? You know? Let people do what they want to do. If somebody wants to spend 15K on a keyboard, let them do it. You might not agree with it, you know what I mean? But like, don't shit on them. And conversely, like, if somebody doesn't ever want to spend over 100, 200 bucks on a keyboard and they like their Chrome builds, they like the stuff they're getting from Amazon or whatever, let them have fun. Don't shit on them. That's like shitting on somebody because you drive a Ferrari and everybody else is driving, like a Corvette or whatever the fuck else car that's out there, right? Like, who cares, dude? What does it take away from your enjoyment? Like what you like. Life when we all just sit back and enjoy the shit we type on it and leave it. Yeah, dude, life is chill. And it's too short for that kind of shit. Like, there's enough stuff dividing us anyway. That's the way I look at it, right? We live in such a divisive climate. Like, a hobby should not be the thing that divides you. At least I don't think so. Okay. Also, I've been meaning to catch one of your streams, but you stream 2 a.m. my time? Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I stream after work, so I apologize. But I appreciate you being here. Looking forward to your thoughts on the Lumen. Yeah, I can't wait for the Lumen. Shout out to Niku, dude. And the whole neighborhood community. They're dope. You getting Lumen on stream? I am. Nico's going to send it to me sometime in July, I think. One of the prototype units is for a buddy of mine. So he's kind of to send it to me first, and then I'll send it over to him. Warfinger, what up, dude? Happy Friday. I have one. I got shit for liking Rama board because of the Rama drama, but what has that got to do with the keyboard? The guy was fucked, but that doesn't mean your keyboard is bad. Your thoughts? Dude, I 100% agree. In something like keyboards, like if the art and the artist are separate things, right? Like, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to throw every Rama keyboard that's been designed in the trash, or Streamline, or whoever else is scammed and exited, right? Like, the product is there. Why not enjoy it? I love the duality. It's one of my favorite boards. And there's a horrible story around that, right? And I feel terrible for the people that got scammed or got hurt or got duped by it or whatever, and it sucks for them. And I pray it doesn't happen to anybody else. But the keyboard didn't do it, right? The keyboard's not responsible for that. Like, it's just a product somebody made. It was made to be enjoyed. Let people enjoy it. That's fucked up, unfortunately. I see that it's still in the hobby, but I just can't be shit. But it doesn't mean it uses the board or shit people. Yeah, dude, not at all. Not at all. Maybe if there's something that's like super egregious that they've done, right? Like they've something, something truly egregious outside of the realm of like I screwed somebody over on some money. Sure. Then maybe it's a kind of a bad look to be supporting that board. But if you're doing it in private, it's at home, you're enjoying it to yourself, maybe you're publishing some YouTube videos or Instagram posts, like, who cares? Like, you're not hurting anybody by that. Yeah, buy-on stuff is my favorite, and there's baggage attached to that as well. Yeah, that's a great example too. It's a great example, right? And But now look at his boards, right? They sell like crazy. They're now that Bull's taken on it, or Manu and Bull and Control or whatever that collective is. They're putting out a lot of his designs, and people are eating it up. You know, what's the difference there? What it really boils down to, dude, is one, it's the internet, and people's opinions become, exponentially louder when they find these echo chambers of like-minded people. But at the root of that, all of that psychology is like, hurt people hurt people. If you're going out of your way to shit on somebody else, it's because something's fucking wrong with your life, right? Like, you're not content with what's going on, and you're trying to put that out on other people. There's really no reason to be doing that. It's different if you're calling out negative behavior or something like that. Obviously, there's always a place for that, right? And accountability. But like, just shitting on people, the problem's with you, dude. It's not the other person. You're 100% the problem. I mean, there's people in my community that use boards from designers that I don't fuck with, but I don't shit on them for it. You know what I mean? Like, let them enjoy it. Do what you want to do. Words of wisdom, bro. I was on point. Look, it comes from a lot of fucking up myself, right? I'm older, so I've got a lot of life experience at this point. And a lot of that has come through self-reflection, you know. And you guys, if you're part of my community, you'll see me change my mind about shit all the time. There's times where I feel very opinionated about a thing, you know, and it turns out I'm completely wrong. But the difference is, if you're willing to own that you're wrong about something and grow from it, that's just being human. Like, no one's fucking perfect, you know, and opinions are meant to change. Especially when they're so subjective, right? All right, this is going to be a little bit of a struggle, I think. Let's get this in here. And I'll probably have to reloop this. Shit. And the other thing is, this whole thing's about having fun, bro. How is it fun to shit on people? I mean, I guess that's a type of fun for sadistic people. All right, let's try this. Get in here. Okay, got 1 and 2. Okay. Bro, speaking 2 languages, English and Fax, yo. EC looks finicky as hell, but I still want to try it. Thinking about converting my F1. So Valk, basically, I was talking about it on his stream. He's like, it's akin to lubing switches. It's a tedious process. It's not necessarily difficult. It just takes time. But yeah, go for it. I mean, if I can do it, anyone can do it. Trust me. It might be funny in the moment seeing elitist bash on the poor hobbyists, but I can't imagine if they lay in bed that they feel too good. No, of course not, man. No one. First of all, like, no one likes getting shitted on about anything, right? It's not a fun feeling to be criticized, especially when it's over something so trivial. You know what I mean? Did I fuck this up? Okay, I think I gotta put it in first. I think it makes more sense to do this with these out. Hopefully I don't pop everything out doing this. Okay. Maybe EU circles are different, but I don't really see people shitting on budget boards. Mostly the opposite. People shitting on people buying clout boards. Someone posted an Event Horizon for 1,500 this week, and it was like a bomb went off in the Euro market Discord. Sold the same day too, despite people moaning. There's a lot of that in the hobby too, dude. I've noticed it a lot, right? We have like a market watch channel or like a flipper watch channel where we just like talking shit about prices or whatever that's going on in the market. And I think people don't understand why boards are hyped and demand that pricing, but it's just like basic, simple supply and demand plus hype, right? Like anything else, like Supreme as a brand or Jordans when they drop or whatever, right? Like there's always those products in the market that are niche products that demand like a luxury tax on them. And maybe you don't agree with the pricing, but it doesn't change the reality that it's going to sell for that price, you know? And if a person's willing to pay that price, then well, that's the price. To say it's not that price or it's not worth that, like, yeah, you can say it's not worth it to you. It was clearly worth it to somebody else. I've said that many times where I'm like, I don't think that's worth that, but it's definitely worth it to somebody, right? The Janes, the Ottanta Quattros, all the Dodgies, those boards sell for like 5-6 times the market. I mean, they're retail price, right? It's because there's a market for it. There's people that want those boards, you know, and supply and demand. We do see a fair bit of that here too, but I think it's more. I don't know if it's more one way or the other. I see both. Bro, how am I gonna get this thing in? Maybe I gotta seed it first and then pop it in? Let's try that. Bruh. I'm struggling. Hey, what up, dude? Finally made it to another one, dude. I'm happy you're here. Happy Saturday where you're at? I know it's been a minute. You get to enjoy a very scuffed build experience. Okay, so then I see what I gotta do. Okay, so stem goes in first, or whatever we call this. Then wire goes in, so that it can actually see. At least we're past the days of GMK sets being 1,000 and Arsen's going from 1K to 2K. Yeah, that's true. I think that just the fact that there's so much more stuff out there now, kind of kills that. You know what I mean? There's just too much variety for people to justify paying those prices. We're almost there, guys. We're figuring this out. Ah, so close.
There we go. We got a stab. We got a stab.
One down. Scuff builds are the best builds, 100%. Agree. Is it winter in Australia? We're building at 3 a.m. Trying to figure out how to make this board sound good. First time using top mount with plastic plates. I don't know what's going on. What build? You get in on this new claws gaffle? No. What is that? First time using plastic plates as a whole. Ooh, you're gonna probably that's a fun experience. I don't tend to gravitate towards plastic plates all the time, but I do every once in a while. They surprise me. Oh, there's another gaff raffle? No, man. I stopped. I gave up on gaff. If I'm being honest, I've never even come close to winning one. I don't know any of the answers to stuff either. You know what I mean? So I haven't been around long enough in the hobby to know anything about his colorways or the lore behind his stuff. So I fail that every time. Sick. Okay. Right. Okay. Let me grab my loop pen. We will lube these up a little bit more. Yo, Yegor, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the squad. Happy Friday, Saturday, wherever you're at. Hope you had an amazing week so far. Sit back and enjoy this extremely scuffed build experience with your boy. Topra, indeed, and it's actually Topra. We're using an OEM HHKB as a donor board for this build, and Real Force R2 PFU for the housings. This is my first time building EC, so please be patient with me. And if you guys have any pro tips, I will be more than appreciative. Truly, truly grateful. Super interested in this board. Love a good EC board. Yeah, it's, dude, I think it's an awesome board. The cool thing about EC is it doesn't need much to sound good, right? Like, that's why OEM sounds so damn good. Just like a plastic housing is usually peak. All right, do we lube the housings? Yes. Okay, so then we will lube the housings. The whole deal? This use I only use Alu and CF until now, so I don't know which of my switches sound good on plastic. Honestly, like, I feel like the same switches will still sound good on plastic. Like MX Blacks, Browns, all of the, whatever you've been using will probably still sound good on plastic. It just kind of changes the sound profile. Holy crap, you picked the build to do it. I know. Yo, at least, okay, for the most part, I don't have to do much. Because the Pro 2 I had was already modded. So it's, I mean, it's just lubed, right? It already just came lubed, which is all I wanted to do anyway. And all I should have to do, in theory, is just pop this on here, right? Like put the sliders in, and pop it on and screw it down. So hopefully it's not too terrible. Like, it's not doing a full build from scratch.
Just the rails? Where even are the fucking rails on this thing? The corner pieces?
Are those the rails? I should probably look at the housing. I mean the slides. Oh yeah. So the corner pieces. Sick. Okay. Thank you. Do you go light or heavy on the lube? Or is this like lubing the inside of a
stab housing?
light? Okay. Spread this out a little. Plastic good. Matt's a plastic plate guy for sure. I do browns, but he can basically do anything. I think I'm ready to enter my cherry era, so I'm looking at a 450 pack of browns and blacks.
Yeah, that'll get you there. That'll get you there. All roads lead to cherry. What do you normally use?
I've been trying HMX and Kiki because I was trying to avoid modding. I need to restock on cherry. Oh yeah, that makes sense. But I like having 14 types of switches and like 4 of them.
No, it makes sense. The cool thing about cherry, I don't know if this applies. I haven't really modded HMX or anything else. But with cherry, you can modify your switches in ways that make them sound radically different. Like the same switch. It'll keep the same kind of bass profile, but you can make it sound deeper, thockier, clackier. I think the big appeal for cherry is the texture you get. And some people love the sound. It is pretty unique. If you prefer, if you like tactiles, like what kind of tactile switches do you normally like? Because browns are pretty light. They're like borderline tactiles. Because if you like a heavier tactile, I'd recommend checking out some clears or purples.
Blacks on PEI is supposed to be really good. Yeah, it is. I've tried Nixie's on PEI in the new one, Odyssey, and it sounds ridiculous. Yeah, purples are just recolors of clears, by the way. I like everyone's. Yeah, check out some clears then. I think you'll like clears if you prefer a heavier tactile feel. Yo, what up, Ice9? How we doing, dude?
Dude, I lost my place. What switch was I on? I mean, housing. I think I just did. Oh yeah, I just did these. Okay.
It took me a while to get the whole cherry thing, but when I did, I don't know how that I would use it. Yeah, dude, 100%.
I was a lot more open-minded before with switches. Like I was trying a lot of other stuff. But now, for at least for like my own builds, I tend to go back to cherry. I do like modding them differently, just so I have some variety. Like even my blacks, I'll use different springs or different lube techniques or different lubes. So I still have a little bit of variety there. They're just really nice, man.
They're hard to beat once they're modded. Fedefeo sent me the longer pull version of stub stems, and I made my own 62 gram 200 ml stubs.
Ooh, that sounds fire. Like cherry stubs? I got some cherry stubs, the pre-modded ones from Bowl. I've been wanting to retry them. I didn't love them at first, at least not on mic, but when I was using them off mic and just hearing them in person, I actually enjoyed them quite a bit.
Dry mix 2 black spring swap with TX and long pull stems. Ooh, sounds fire. My favorite films were discontinued. What were your favorite films?
We're rocking the Echo today. Oh, we didn't even do a sound test for it like we normally do. We went straight into music today. Dude, now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with my Real Force internals. Maybe I'll find a housing for it. Is there a good housing for the R2? I'm guessing Show has something. We need to hit up Hannn.
Laser Ninja. I've never heard of that. I used to do all my cherry switches the exact same way. That was me too. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, everything was like 205 D0 the same way, the same springs, you know. And then I started kind of getting bored of that. Like my collection now of boards it's pretty varied. Different sound profiles. I do still go to CF and aluminum plate more often than not, just because I like that deeper kind of thockier sound from a stiffer plate, and I like the type feel of having that feedback. But yeah, now that like every switch is pretty much different. I've been getting into breaking in switches too now, which has been fun. Just experimenting with like what level of scratch and break in I want, you know. It's overwhelming when you get into the game, dude. There's like, especially as a new person now, there's so much history. There's like, you don't even know where to start. So like, I get why people are just gonna go to HMX or like Geek or whatever like's off the shelf, because you're like, oh, modding seems like a whole rabbit hole, and I don't want to fuck it up. That's what put me off from EC for so long, right? Same exact thing, or same exact fear of just feeling overwhelmed. I swear Flyback brings green anode the justice it deserves. Yeah, that anode's color is crazy. The Zoku Peacock is really crazy too. That's actually a big reason why I jumped on Pickles 930. It's because I have no green boards. Well, I didn't have this at the time that he announced it. So now I got this. I got the Hope TKL coming too. The green on that is really nice. You got one of those breaking machines? I did. I got a Dinky breaking machine. Your echoes better. I never saw yours. Yours was the cyan or the teal or whatever? I think I saw a picture of it somewhere in Fladex Discord. If you're interested in getting a breaking machine, I recommend the Dinky one. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's super nice. It breaks into 100 switches at a time. It has a web interface, so it's like set and forget. You can log in, put whatever target actuations you want, and it goes. It has like these pour-on foam strips that you attach to it that quiets it way the hell down, and it's crazy fast. It breaks in like 20K at a time. Do I have a link for it? Yeah, I can share for you. One sec. There you go.
I feel like I'm not getting enough fluid out of this pen right now. What's going on? There's like nothing on this. Oh, there we go. Oh, now I got all of it. Damn it.
Another entry on the ever
Increasing purchase queue. It's a rabbit hole, man, this hobby. And pretty soon you're going to get an ultrasonic cleaner so you can get your own vent switches or old switches and clean them yourself. When you do get into modding switches, it does become a lot of fun. At first it's pretty tedious, but I think the payoff is really sick. Because prior to modding my own, I would always buy them pre-modded, and I would like things, but there's things I didn't really know what I liked yet. You know what I mean? So I was just like buying things based on people's recommendations. When you start modding yourself, you really start to understand what all the different choices mean and how they affect your experience. I feel like, poorly modded switches can totally ruin a build because it's not going to sound or feel good to you, It is time consuming, obviously, and it is definitely a money pit. But I feel like once you got it down, it's a blast. I just throw on like
some brain dead TV,
set up a loop station, and I'm off, I've talked about it before. It's kind of meditative when you get to do those like repeat menial tasks and not have to worry about anything. Shut your brain off. Just do the thing in front of you.
Don't tell me, man. Rabbit holes, right? Randomly found out about the Neo 98. Watched an Alexitos video on it 4 months later. I'm building a buy-in prototype board in 3.
That's how it goes, dude. The way I got into the hobby was, it's funny. So my first, I've talked about it on the stream before, but my first board ever, my first real mechanical keyboard was a Pro 2, HHKB Pro 2 that I got 10 years ago. At that time, I had a buddy, a coworker, who was deep in the hobby. I don't even think the hobby was the hobby. Like, I had never seen anything related to modding custom keyboards back then. And I shit you not, at his desk, he would have like 20, 30, 60, 65s, all custom built, all with different colors, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, dude, can you recommend me a good workboard? So he recommended the Pro 2, and that was it. I used that forever. And then like a year and a half almost ago, I went over to a buddy's house. I had a friend that was visiting from out of town, so I went to go say hi. And he was sitting there working on a custom keyboard for my friend. And I was like, oh, that looks fun. That looks like something I could do, like that's not riding a motorcycle or shooting guns. You know what I mean? Like, that looks like a chill hobby at home. And look at me now, dude. Fully fucking immersed.
Too immersed. Okay, I guess I'm living under a rock lately, but what is the lumen? I did a search and didn't see anything. Warfinger, if you're in my server, oh wait, let me just link you. Hang on. The Lumen TKL is a board designed by Niku. It's basically a clone of the CW Pixie, if you're familiar with that board. But it's a TKL version. I don't know if the Pixie was a TKL. I think it was like a prototype, or there was only a couple boards that were made. Let me link the Discord so you can find more info on it. So it's from the European community, the neighborhood. So if you go in there, you should see the Lumen. Looks awesome.
And Niku's a really dope person. They just got their prototypes, so there's a lot of buzz because they look awesome. I don't know if there's been any streams yet. Do you guys know if there's been any streams of the protos yet? I think soon, right? Okay. We're lubed up.
Niku's the PM. Another guy designed it. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, my bad. I stand corrected. Okay, the sliders are already lubed, so I guess I don't have to do much here.
Just drop these in. Oh my god.
No streams yet. Niku's stream said busy work.
Oh yeah. Am I done? I am done. What am I doing here? Oh no, that's backwards. My fault. There we go. Lord. Okay, one in.
This pesky job's getting in the way, keyboards, dude. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. It would be nice to just retire and design keyboards and have fun.
We got our work.
Buy keyboard for job, use keyboard for job, job gets a web keyboard. Yeah, that's the grind. Yo, what up, Naru? How we doing, dude?
My bad, I saw your message. I gotta reply to you. I had to go straight from work to this, though. So I will get back to you soon.
Looking at your build, maybe I'll start with the EC16 instead of a TKL.
Hey, if you're taking an OEM build and swapping it in, it doesn't seem to be too difficult. I can't comment on a from scratch build. And thankfully, a lot of the work for lubing and everything's already been done for me. It doesn't seem difficult. It's just a lot
of small steps. I've got the KTEX breaking machine and it's really good. I haven't tried that one, although I don't use it much since MX2 came out.
Yeah, MX2A kind of solves that problem for a lot of people. I personally like MX2A a lot. No worries, good here. All right, thanks, man.
I don't know anyone in the EU community that has one, so I'm thinking about getting one and offering it as a service for basically free. Oh, I missed the original comment. Oh, the KTEX one? Oh, break-in machine, you mean? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hit me up if you need any help. I've done a ton of EC conversions.
Thank God you're here, dude. You know, there's been times where I've thought about leaving the hobby, right? I haven't been around that long, but like the negativity can get overwhelming. But it's people I hate. It's people that are willing to be forthright with information and have no ego and just be chill and guide people. That's the part about the community I really love. I try my best to be that way, and spread whatever information I have, you know, and encouragement that I can, because it's a very unique community in that sense, that there is a lot of good. There's a lot of good, you know. When I went to a meet for my first time, I didn't think it was going to be for me. I'm not a very social person, in general. I usually just stick to my small circle. Like, I wasn't even online before I got in the hobby like this. Like, I didn't have a Discord. I had one for gaming that I used with like my buddies, but it was very rare that I even did that. So it was a huge change of pace to be like part of an online community, and I definitely let the negativity drown out all the good. But after being here a year, I can say like there's a lot more good happening out here than there's bad. And I can't speak to how it was before, but like every designer I've reached out to has been amazing, dude. Amazing, super helpful, sharing knowledge, resources, whatever. It's part of the reason why I was able to like level up so quickly and learn how to design so quickly. And I know those resources weren't really there before. So I'm glad I joined when I did. Knowing me, I would have got frustrated and left. Like, fuck this hobby. I can't figure anything out. Everything is fine. I love that gift, dude.
A vast majority of the people not be have been very helpful with me. Yeah,
Hard agree. Oops. Dude, Hade, like, major props. If you've done a bunch of these builds, the patience you must have. What's your opinion on all the aftermarket stuff versus OEM now? Now there's like, what is it, Metakeebs and the Dynapack stuff. I know traditionally there was only like a couple of third-party suppliers, and the pricing was not ideal. Do you still think that OEM is king, or do you think there's room? Like, are these other suppliers starting to make an impact? It does seem like EC is more popular than ever, though, now.
it's all about finding your people. I'm the same way socially, and between your and Works as a Service, I found them.
Bet, man. I'm glad to have you.
BKE nice.
Does BKE offer full kits and stuff?
Like if you have a Cipulot
PCB, you can just go ham and have a whole kit from them?
I went for the EC Gearn. Oh, damn it. Mango taught me how to say this, and I'm going to fuck it up. Gearn? And the group buy. So I'll be trying Dynacap soon.
Dude, I was so tempted to join. I kind of kicked myself for not joining. There's that whole fear of EC thing. Maybe I'll have an extra. Which one did you get? Which color? The colors on that were so nice.
Now that I got the acrylic proto, I can build an alu bottom acrylic top hybrid. Yeah, that'll sound sick. I got the blue.
That's the one I wanted. I love that blue.
An HHKB.
It's the right way to do it.
Seven, you because I'm a coward?
Why does that make you a coward?
That blue's extremely blue. It is extremely blue.
Extremely blue. I feel like most of the blues I've seen in the hobby are like softer or deeper. Not so much like the electric blue.
The blue's sick. I did the same with 6U.
So what is the hang up on 6U? Is it that it's harder to find like caps that work with 6U?
I know PCBs are a problem, but like
If you have the PCB, what's the other hang up?
6U is the true HHKB, yeah. 7U is not out of convenience, correct. That's what I understand.
Have you designed any sets or boards? Yeah. I'm actually running a group buy right now. I have another one coming up soon. Which is a variant of the CCRX. If you're in the neighborhood server, then you know the CCRX, right? I did a version of that called the CCRE, and neighborhood might be helping me fulfill it for EU. So that's super dope. Shout out to Atkins and everybody over there. But I've come up with a few designs. I'm in the process of prototyping. Why do I have an extra? Oh, spacebar. Oh shit, I forgot the damn housing for spacebar. My bad. Hopefully I can still get it in there. Oh, nice. Too many tempting CCR spins. I know. It says dope board. Such a dope board.
The Black Salmon with the Aero cluster and Toper is interesting. So is the 666 RX.
Yes. Definitely both are sick. Mine's a little different. Mine is a through weight design, and it supports O-ring.
Those are the big ones. Mostly cosmetic changes outside of that. There is a demonic version of the CCRX now. It's a collab for GMK Pandemonium, I think is what the set is called. Neighborhood is running that too. I think they're partnering with Manu on that. It looks pretty cool. It's going to run before the PCRX. So it's a PC RX, just themed after Pandemonium. Okay. Let's pray I don't f this up. Everything looks right. That ain't right. What am I doing? What did I fuck up? Is it upside down? No. Wait, what? Does this play not work with HHKB? This is a different layout. Oh wait, I did it upside down, guys. Oh my lord, I did it upside down. No! Scuffed build. I told you guys. Scuffed build. I should have looked at that before I did it. G fucking G's. We got to start all the way over. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. I blame everybody that knows what they're doing and didn't help me. JK. I wonder if I can just do this without popping out all the housings. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. And now I get to have twice the fun? Yeah, at least this part's not too not too painful. You just gotta pop shit back out. Yo, Jedi, what up? Been a minute. How you been? So much for Head giving help? Yeah, Head's AFK. I blame Head too. Let's all blame Head. It definitely wasn't me being an idiot. Yo, thanks. What the hell? Kind of looks berserk. Oh, it is. Oh, I missed that. Oh, some pics on Discord. Oh, yeah. It looks pretty sick. I'm a sucker for black PC smoked PC or whatever you call it. So, right up my alley. Are you guys gonna get Pandemonium? Chillin', buddy. Got your hand on the Pro2K Super Jelly. I joined the group buy. I had an H2H and I loved it. I was talking about it a little bit earlier in the stream, but the owner of the board that sold it to me was missing it crazy, and I felt bad, so I sold it back to him. I was like, yeah, I'll get the next one.
I'm sure there's going to be another run. PC Austin build win. I'm still waiting on it, man. Still waiting on it to show up. I was getting it re-dyed. Or dyed, sorry. Come on. There we go. Not super sold on the whole set using those see-through keys yet, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious to see how they turn out. Base kit price is really good for me as a TKL9 user, yeah. I'm 100% getting the H2H when it starts up. That's going to be it's going to happen alongside the number. Oh, I didn't know that. At the same time? It's starting pretty soon, though. I think he just finalized the colors, right? I went in on Ishtar instead, one of those red and black legends, bro. Yeah, dude. The Kuro kit. Substitute Demonic. I like Ishtar. Ishtar's a dope set. I don't know why I haven't used it on anything in so long. Initially, I didn't like the alpha colors, but even that grew on me. Like the regular base kit alphas, not the alt ones. Swag, Skeletune, MTNU, Wells, GMK Masterpiece will eat up my keycap budget in the next 30 days. Oh, they're rerunning Masterpiece? Yeah, in June. Oh, nice. It's a dope set, too. Mine has been sitting for fucking ever. I need a board for it. Thinking about getting that for my Stomp Constance decal. Ooh, that looks sick. I'm gonna get a stealth build going. Nice. Black, blank blacks on black. Wait, what? There's a blank black set? I really want a GMK shaded ground black. Yeah, dude. It's a nice looking set. They need to rerun gray on black too, just regular gray on black. I love that set. The only reason I didn't join that is because I have gray on black and I have stealth. I might sell. Talk to me, Smalls. Yo, there we go. Oh shit, went too hard on that one. My fault.
Are you getting a Jari 65? How do you say, is it Jer? Jer 65 or Jari 65? I'm definitely interested. It looks sick. I haven't heard any sound tests for it. I missed Alex's stream, so I don't know how it sounds, but it does look really dope. You're passing? I did hear, maybe it was you that told me that, Matt, that it needed a force break on stream or something for a specific build. It was you that told me that. Jahari. Alex said it needed a force break, and it did sound good with blacks on it after the force break. Okay. I said it right the first time. Nice. What's the price point on it? That's a Keybay Tech board, right? I'm just not sure I want a $430 Euro board that needs a force break. Yeah, I have the same reservations. I don't have anything against force break, because when it works, it does work really well. But for some reason, I just don't like doing it when I've spent a certain amount on a board. I don't know if that's just, maybe that's a form of elitism or something. I don't know. Honestly, though, I feel like that's been my experience with pretty much every board that uses like a silicon gasket. So maybe it's just not silicon gasket mount like that I enjoy. My theory is that it's too stiff compared to like Poron for a gasket mount. Because the stiffer your plate assembly, usually the more case ping you're going to get, or plate ping. But honestly, dude, engineering sound in a keyboard is fucking pseudoscience. I feel like it's like hit or miss. There's certain principles that we know work, but like I've seen boards that are complete clones of other boards, and like the clone board has issues that the regular board doesn't have issues with, or vice versa. So maybe it's also material. You know what I mean? Because like we know not all aluminum's created the same. Even if it's a certain spec, depending on where it's sourced from, right? It's like 400 or so with the plate and PCB. I love that. And it's shipping from the. There's probably going to be, what I'm trying to say is there's probably going to be tariffs on top of that. So it'll probably be closer to like a $500 board with shipping and everything, right? Props to the designer. Yeah, it does look beautiful. I don't know if it's supposed to, but it kind of reminds me of the Dalco 969. I'm gonna do it if the board is cool, like the bias or something. Oh, you worried like the design of it stands out to you? Does the bias need a force break? I'm gonna rebuild my bias soon. Do it, dude. It's the R2 that's the one everyone likes, right? I've heard mixed things about the DE or whatever, the latest one. Sorry, I'm catch up. Got a random ass issue where the enter is recessed by like 1 millimeter compared to the rest of R3. Huh. That's weird. I'd say it's mandatory. Mine has no ping. I'm goated. He's trolling.
Yeah, I feel like most TKLs generally have resonance in the nav cluster in the top right corner of the board. Not all, for sure. But I think the plate mounting points and style have a huge impact on that for sure. What kind of plate does the bias use? Actually, I don't know shit about the bias. I don't even know what the mounting styles are. Is it a gasket or is it a top mount? Come on. Grommet mount, my favorite. I have yet to meet a grommet mount board I love. Grommet leaf spring, okay. Oops. Come on. There we go. Okay. There it is. Flip it. Wait, am I fucking this up again? Hang on. Yes, this is the way we want it. Which means... Wait, what? My brain ain't working, dude. Hang on. Let me fix my brain. So if I do this, that's the same problem. Wait, what did I do? I done got lost. So I just need to flip it. I need to put these in this way. Yes. Okay, that makes sense to my brain. There we go. And then the things will line up. Okay. Okay. It's all right. The bias? I thought you liked the bias. Being extra careful. This is actually going to work. Yes. Okay. I like the sci-fi Y2K look of the overlook.
enough to overlook the flaws, like having the sand, the weight. Bump bumps are because they keep falling off. Oh shit, really? I've been hearing about people trying out different sliders and domes that have been coming out for their customs, even though they look like they'll go back to OEM. I was wondering if it's the same thing for you. I was actually just asking about that earlier. So this is my first EC build. I don't have a ton of experience in the EC world. So I was curious to see, like, are people enjoying all the new offerings that are out there? Because it does seem like there's a lot of hype around the Dynacap stuff. Is it Metakeebs that just released a new kit? I think the purists always prefer OEM though. Oh, so I haven't tried EC in ever. Oh, really? Never? Not even OEM? It does have a really cool feel and sound to it. Yeah, I would say cop like a Pro 2 or like a Real Force and see how you like it. Like, even running it stock, it sounds pretty good. All you really got to do is lube the stabs, if anything. And they're easy enough to ditch. You can get a nice Pro 2 for like $100. 115, 120. This one I just got for $115. They're definitely their own thing. But like, MX build principles don't apply. Like, usually you don't want a metal case because it sounds better with plastic. Keycaps, usually people say PBT sounds the best. So even though like you have the sliders from that are out there now that allow you to use GMK and whatever else, like MX profile, people still prefer the PBT for sound, unless you use MTNU. I hear that's pretty good. I got a board that's coming soon. I bought it with an EC kit. It's called what is that? ISO GR2? Not even true EC? What is that? I've never heard of that board. Can you share a link? Why is it not true EC? Oh, it's just ISO owner. I got it. Oh, it's the little board. Not the little board, the little enter thing, right? Yeah. There's somebody else. Toe posted. There's another thing like this, right? That's out there. That's just an enter. This is super interesting. I love enter keys. Hey, we like what we like. Are you gonna get the AIO3 that's just like an escape? Is that what it is? Like just an escape? I love a good backspace. Like, you guys know when you've had a board that has like that perfect backspace sound, super satisfying. That or like up arrow, which will randomly be good on some boards. Is that what the bay is? I have a pile of ISO enters that are basically e-waste. I'm gonna double check this again, just to be sure. Yeah, we're still good. I'm fucking traumatized after that. I've never had a particularly great backspace, but I've had a shit one, and I still don't understand how that works. In my experience, it's usually like your stabs are scuffed or the switch is bad. It's one of the two, because I've had it happen recently even. Where with a different build, that backspace was amazing. It happened in the CCRE. In the first build, like I absolutely loved the backspace, and then I rebuilt it with some OG Nixies, and the backspace is horrible. It's like mushy and sounds like shit. So I gotta rebuild it. I keep doing this wrong. Whenever there's a chance for TKOs, I'll have them mount isolander and make it hybrid layout. Oh, so basically the left shift is still full left shift. It's 4:24 a.m. I'm tapping out. Yo, thank you for being here. Appreciate you stopping by. Have a great night. Great rest of your weekend. Hopefully I catch you next time. Thanks for the stream. Hopefully I catch another one when my sleep schedule is messed up again. If I stream on the weekend, I usually try to stream earlier, so maybe that one will work if you don't got anything going on. They don't happen often, but when they do, it's usually pretty early. Take care of yourself. All right, we're almost there. Nope, that's a stab. What am I doing? Every time. Okay. Yay. Let's try this again. Just making sure everything is sitting properly. Looks like it is. Oh, bro, this is sketchy. Hang on. All right, what's the pro tip for this, guys? How's the build coming along? Bro, it's been a struggle. Typical scuffed experience. It was going great, but yeah, I put everything upside down on the plate, so that was not ideal. Okay.
all things considered, it could have been worse.
So at least we're doing okay.
Okay, I'm guessing those are for the plate, and these guys are what we need to screw in. All right, let's try tightening one down. You need to prop your build up on the stands to let the sliders go all the way through. The stands in the case? What stands? I see. Okay, hang on. Let's try that. Give me 1 sec. Let me go grab a book. Oh, Lord. There we go. We're going to use our Berserk manga and pray that this works. There's not really much room. The better the book cover, the better the build. Like that? Something seems off though. Okay, hang on. Let me double check and make sure this is still aligned right. It feels off. Does it matter that I can see the housings here? Or is that not a problem? Yeah, I think it might have slid. Hang on. The screws will align? Okay. Pull this out real fast. Let me flip it once, make sure it's still decently aligned. Okay. Jet. Okay. just do it lightly. Make sure things align first. So many freaking screws. Well, the top cam got too exposed to light. That's probably my head got in the picture or something. If it autofocuses on the wrong thing, it throws off the exposure. I don't think I've ever been more terrified of the build. Hang on. Why is this one off? Oh, I guess that one doesn't get used here. Oh, you missed all the excitement, Hade, right when I needed you. We're back on track. I put in all of the housings upside down. So we're back on track. That was rough. At least you didn't spend the whole time untangling springs. Yeah, thank God. Thank God this came pre-modded. Because I can only imagine how much longer this would have been if I had to mod it myself. And deal with all the finicky little parts. That's the fun part of EC. Next time, we'll be braver. let's, I guess, just tighten up. Oops. Jesus. Now you gotta get a PCB. I have a little, look at this guy. It came with this. A little adapter. Mini to USB-C. So don't even need it. No, but yeah, I definitely want to do a full like custom build with the DynaCat parts that I have. Assuming this goes well. Yeah, no Via. Assuming this goes well, we shall be doing more EC builds for sure. I think we can just leave it down now, right? Yeah, then you got everything. You get all these? I got all these, okay. Now, do we check? I think we're good. And it has underglow. Ooh. Okay. We got that. I think I should put in the controller now. Probably. First, let me move stuff out of the way so I don't fuck anything up. Or scuff anything up, I should say. Actually, I'm wondering what the order of operations is. Should I put in this dude first? I'm guessing I have to break off this bottom part. Yeah, okay. Doesn't actually matter. I'm assuming I break this off, right? Because there's only one screw hole. Ribbon cable goes in there. Yeah, okay. Now where does this dude screw into in here? Oh, there's two screw holes. Okay. Pop this off. And then it just mounts bottom mount, right? Or tray mount, whatever it is. Okay. So this dude goes in here. Oops. Just like that. Can I just leave that on there? Does that matter? Doesn't seem like it's going to be in the way. We can try it and see what happens. Okay, let me install that. Pro2K. Alright, let's swap heads. Actually, oh, those are just magnets. So it's just drop in and mount, huh? Yeah, okay. I think we're in. Should I plug it into C first? Probably a good idea, right? Oh, this is already USB-C. Sick. We got power. Bet. All right, cool. Okay. We're at the finish line, y'all. What size are these? Oh, the exposure's going crazy again. What's happening here? Hello? There we go. Okay. Wait a sec. Why is this not seating though? There it is. Okay. About to start some breads. I got to get so many switches done for the boards coming in. Good luck, my man. Godspeed. Constant struggle in the hobby, keeping up on switches. All right. We done it. We done it. Where did I put the top? Top's right here. Let me get the right caps on. Bam. All right, bet. All right, bet. We're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna go with some HHKB caps that I've been sitting on for this build. Oh, crap, there's stupid shit here. It's ugly. There we go. Matte switch service starting soon. Are you gonna break it into your stuff? I have a set of blacks and browns ready. Maybe that's why I'm in the 60s. Are tired of doing TKL batches? No, dude, for real. Building TKLs is work. Let alone, I mean, full sizes are crazy, but it gets tiring. Crazy how that 20% feels like an extra 50%. Too lazy, bro? What are you doing with your machine? I have the hot pink K-Mini and the Julie K-Mini. Oh, nice. K-Mini, nice. Julie looks good too. Is the oh, no, I'm thinking the January. Which one is the Julie? The January is the one that's like a mini Chase, right? It's just sitting. Hot pink came in gonna be sweet. Yeah, no. Hot pink on boards is just fire anyway. Is the order already in for that? Hey? I think my space bar is a little crooked. Or is the space bar itself just warped? Does that happen with HHKB2?
Ooh, this sounds fire already, guys. This sounds fire already. Alright. Let's see how we did. Just get everything out of the way real quick. Let me put these away so I don't forget what they belong to. Okay. I just realized I didn't start this. Let's see. Oh, I don't have feet on here. Let me put the feet on. I don't know how important it is on an HHKB, but now, bro, this shit is stuck. All right, we're yoking it. Oh, God. All right, we did it. We did it. Finally did it. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. All right, guys, let's pause the music. Oh my bad, I got my fan on. Let me turn that off too. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Let's turn this up. Let's put this on regular English so I don't kill myself. All right, OEM, HHKB, lubed everything, and that's it. H2H, aluminum plate.
I gotta remember that delete is on the second row. Damn. God damn. That sounds awesome. Let's fucking go. Do angle 2. We had a lot of desk noise on that, so hopefully this helps. Toprathok, dude. Sounds awesome. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's go. This thing sounds awesome. So happy. So much desk noise though. There we go. Meng, we did it. First DC build done. Only a semi-scuffed build. Semi-scuffed. I definitely feel more confident about doing a real build next. But that was pretty painless once I figured out the switch. I mean the plate orientation, I would say. I'm glad I didn't silence it. I like the sound. Fire. Absolute fire, dude. Fucking Hannn killing it. Killing it. Shout out to Hannn. Once again, the Pro2K. Let me show it off once for you guys. Sorry, my light's all in the way. Simple, clean, swappable tops. USB-C support. Let's go. What's the scuff? I don't know. Maybe I can lube this left shift a little bit better. Other than that, not. Yeah, other than that, it's good. Sounds great. Any recommendations for caps I should try on these? Wait, I'm lying. I can't use anything else on these. These are HHKB only or Real Force, I guess. These look fire. I'm a TKL guy. A TKL EC when? Hopefully soonish. I got to learn how to design EC. So I'll try to study this and figure out how that works. I need to get my hands on an EC TKL PCB first and see how all that works. But assuming it's straightforward like this, then maybe soon. Maybe soon. No promises. Bet. All right, guys, we did it. Thank you for sticking it out. That was a long one. Glad I did it. Glad it wasn't as painful as I thought it would be. Granted, we cheated a bunch, but yo, appreciate y'all being here. Have a great rest of your. Also, you asked for caps recommendation, but I think this is absolutely, yeah, these are awesome. These are awesome. I think you can only really use whatever Toper specific or EC specific caps anyway, because I don't know what I did. The same as top mount, add 1.0 millimeter bottom clearance. Let's go. Okay, bet. Yeah, have a great rest of your weekend, guys. Let's see, is anybody else streaming right now? Let's see if there's anybody else we can pass it on to. Doesn't look like it. So let's Julie Day 97. Who's that? I don't know if I know that person. Oh my god. Why is this not letting me? Julie Day 97. Okay. Design sometimes keyboards in the stream. Okay, sick. Let's find this person. This is a Korean stream? Is it the right person? Thank you for not doing the docs. Is this the right person? How do I know if it's the right person? It's in Korean. Well, they got a keyboard up. Okay, let's do that then. All right, guys. Thank you. Catch y'all online. See you at the next one. Have a great rest of your weekend.